before sunset. It's the 21st of June, which is the winter solstice. You can see that I have Huntington Central Library behind me. It's, I'd say, 200 to 300 yards uh, from the Secret Garden, which a lot of people who've worked there for 20 years or 30 years aren't even aware of the Secret Garden being here. So we have this beautiful structure, which I'm going to share with you here in just a second. Here, let me turn around. And if you look here, I'm pointing to it here. It's a double structure, and it's dedicated by this design firm that is telling us to look in nature to see the reflection of ourselves. So now let me share with you the little walkway leading up to the Secret Garden, because it really is very beautiful. And you can see how lovely this is. And this garden is like no other I've ever seen anywhere, and I've traveled all over the world. But this little secret garden is a little mystical patch of beautiful energy dedicated to nature. Look at these beautiful sunflowers. And it says here, hey, they don't need the feed. It kills our wildlife, because people like to feed the ducks and the squirrels, because there's a lot of ducks, squirrels, a lot of birds you can hear. And so let's say I'm going to always usually go to the left and then come back through the right. There's all these little passageways. Look at all the beautiful wildflowers. It really is something to behold the eye. And it's just a look at all the ducks over there, the geese. You see that? And we have a lake right behind this secret garden here. So I've done a lot of videos in the past here. I haven't done any recently, which is why I decided to come here today to share this with you. Whoops. Make this a little bit smaller so it's not so zoomed in. But it kind of gives you an idea. They have all these little alcoves. This tree right now doesn't have that many flowers. Usually it's super loaded with these bright yellow, kind of large-sized flowers. A lot of hummingbirds here too, and a lot of monarch butterflies. But see, it's like this little alcove. It's just this wonderful energy here. We've got these little seating areas from natural trees. It just is beautiful. So do you have a secret garden where you live? If you do, let me know where you're watching this from and tell me about your secret garden. I would love to watch your video about your secret garden. And I know that in England they have a lot of secret gardens. Here in the States, I don't know of that many, to be honest with you, but I know that they have them throughout. But look, the vegetation is gorgeous. It looks like that's a golf course over there, but it's not. It's just the Huntington Central Lake. And over there where you see these trees, on the other side of that is Golden West. And here you go. Here's the pathway. You can hear, I hope you guys can hear all the birds in this. There's like multiple paths, so it's not boring by any stretch of the imagination. But you see all these big, beautiful purple spears. They really are quite gorgeous. They're this brilliant purple. In person, oh my gosh, if you were to see these in person, they really are stunning. The variety of flowers that you see in this secret garden, look at the African violets, oh my gosh. And look at, pushing up the daisies, aren't they gorgeous? Yes, it really is. I'm going to continue to stay to the left. There's those beautiful orange flowers. There's a little hummingbird. You see them? Like I told you, there's a lot of little birds here. They're just quite adorable. As we continue around, those yellow flowers. We were talking the daffodils. I don't know what you named this flower, but it's another beautiful, bright fuchsia pink flower. It's just gorgeous. Look at, we've got nasturtiums over there. You see all the beautiful vegetation. It really is. It's like a flower nursery. These are nasturtiums, which some people put these in their salads. They have a peppery taste. It's an edible flower that grows like crazy here in California. It takes no effort. Even people who can't grow anything can grow them. It is a beautiful flower. They kind of resemble an impatiens, but they're not. Those are called nasturtiums. I don't even know that much about flowers. I know that those are daffodils up there, but beautiful. See, there's an opening that's always been there. that opening. And here we go. We're going to walk away. On the other side of this, there's some milk. I think this is milk thistle, because I know that on purpose. They planted a lot of milk thistle. We actually have a park and a garden not too far from here that's called the Butterfly Garden, and they have a lot of milk thistle there. And there's a lady who's now retired who is she's actually named the Butterfly Lady, and she was responsible for tending to that butterfly garden over there. And I know that they consulted with her when they put this here together. See, look at all the cool little passageways over here. So you can see here's another little nestled nook and area. You could come meditate by yourself, or you could bring 1, 2, 3, or 10 friends and all sit here. Hey, if some of you decide, hey, I'll come down to Huntington Beach, I'll meditate with you, let me know. We'll get a group here where 2 or more are gathered. Hey, that's all it takes. 2 people to agree, right? And the more the merrier. So instead of circling back that way, because it's just going to put us where we were a minute ago, I'm going to keep on circling the periphery, going counterclockwise. You guys are probably wondering, why counterclockwise? We read the clock, clockwise. Well, if you know anything about physics and about energy and vortexes, when you stir a pan, you stir milk, you stir whatever, most people that are right-handed will stir counterclockwise. If you look at a racetrack, whether it's for cars or bicycles or people running, they always go counterclockwise. And the reason for that is that going counterclockwise gives you more energy. Going clockwise takes away energy from you. Is this not cool? It looks like a cave. And it's a canopy created by the leaves of the tree. It's just a great feeling in here, isn't it? I just love this. I was just telling my neighbor about it. She just moved in less than a year ago, and I told her, hey, because she needs to use my printer, and I told her, yeah, I won't be here for a bit, and here's somebody else that I don't know if they're okay with being on camera, so I won't show them. But anyhow, it's just a beautiful place to hang out with all these little nooks and crannies. Oh, I forgot to go to the back to show you guys. Well, this time of year, we don't have a lot of butterflies. Usually in April and May, that's when they seem to proliferate in very large numbers. And it's this area here. This is like the little butterfly pad, I guess we can call it. This right here. And I don't see milk thistle, but then again, I am not the best at naming all the different types of plants and so forth. But this is the area of the secret garden where we tend to have the most butterflies. And on this right hand side you have, again, you can see the sun. It's going to be setting over there, and then looks like a golf course, but it's not. It's just our park. And then there we have our other lake. And so go back under the tunnel again. I'll give you a little bit of a different view. You can see forwards and backwards. It is pretty cool, isn't it? The beautiful green. Look at all the trees. I saw a very interesting video earlier today with a guy who had the branches of the tree were probably about this distance from him. And he was talking to the tree, and he was telling the tree, go ahead, touch me on the shoulder, touch me on the shoulder. I kid you not, by the end of the video, the tree, little by little, was getting closer and closer and closer to him. I thought he was going to hit his head, and it pretty much touched his shoulder. It was amazing. Let me show you these beautiful, these are like the most brilliant purple. It's like, here it looks more like, in person it's a darker violet, like almost an electric purpley blue. And here it looks a little more magenta, but the color is spectacular. The leaves are almost black, which I don't know if on camera you can really tell. And look at how vibrant that tree is. You can almost see the energy jumping off the tips of the bright yellow tips from that green tree. Look at those spears. This is just not in a flower nursery. This is just out here in the garden. Isn't that gorgeous? How lucky can anyone get to live close to a place like this? Everyone has good fortune and beautiful things around them, and I'm just so appreciative. So much gratitude. Look at these little flowers. They look like little bells. No two are identical. There's the entrance of the secret garden. Again, I didn't go through all the middle parts, but here's another little alcove here. You can kind of get a little feeling, and it's just a very cool, you can move these little branches in here. Here's another little sitting area. You've got the stones there for people to just sit down. That tree that I told you that you could see the energy like bouncing. This side, of course, gets less sun, so the tips are not as bright yellow. But, and look at these tiny little red flowers, how vibrant those are. So here, you know, there's another little sitting area over there. It's just a cool, how nice to come commune with nature here. If you have a significant other, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, husband, a wife, a fiance, how nice it would be to just come over here and gaze into each other's eyes and just share about what's going on in your day. Isn't that cool? Really is beautiful. And everywhere you look, the greenery, the vegetation is really just, that almost looks like a person right there. Huh. All sorts of interesting things that you can sometimes see in these areas with high energy in them. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you want to see more videos like this, put that in the comments below. I would love, absolutely adore to find out where it is that you're watching this from. If you have a secret place where you live, I would love to hear about it. I would love to see a video. Tag me. Send me the link. Put it in the comments below. I'd like to check it out. This is another great spot for pictures. It's just, you know, here we are before sunset. But see, it's easy to sit here. So I'm going to let you go, my friends and gems. More natural, beautiful flowers over here. Look at that. You can hear the birds, I'm sure. They're chirping. Chirp, chirp. So I say ciao for now, my friends and gems. Let me know what you think about this. Put a comment below. And here I've got this is my moonlight opalite. It's crystal. It's to protect you from electromagnetic frequencies. So, all right, my friends and gems, take care. And as always, ciao for now.